Hello, dear students. This is your English teacher, Mrs. Rubab Hilal from Redan Bilingual Private School. Our lesson today is for grade 12. And this time we will talk about a very important lesson, which is writing informal letter. Why writing informal letter? I know you will say that we have formal and informal letter, but we will concentrate more on informal letter because it's more important than formal letter in your exam. But of course, we will discuss formal letter later. The first main point that we have to know is to whom do we write informal letter? We have to decide who is the person that we should write informal letter to. Okay? Informal letter is written to somebody that you know well, such as friends. When you write to your friend, you will write using informal letter. If you will write to one of your family members, like your father, mother, brother, sister, you should use informal letter. Or even you want to write to one of your relatives, you will use informal letter. Okay? But before you decide, you should know why do we write informal letter. Yani, if you send a letter to your father, you will say why I should send informal letter, not formal letter. Well, it depends on the purpose itself. Okay? So the reasons of writing a formal letter is number one, asking for or giving advice. If you want to send a letter to your uncle, for example, asking for advice, or even you will write a letter to your friend who is asking for an advice, you should use this type of letters. Number two, asking for or giving information. Maybe you have a research and you want some information about something, so you will send a letter to your friend, to your cousin, whatever, just to ask for information. Or if someone asks you for information about something, you will send informal letter. Number three, asking for or giving opinion or suggestion. If you want to give your opinion on something or you want to suggest something, you will use informal letter. Number four, congratulating somebody for his success, marriage, or whatever. Inviting somebody for an occasion maybe your birthday, your brother's wedding, your sister's wedding, graduation of somebody in your family, or whatever. Accepting or declining the invitation. If you will accept the invitation or you will refuse the invitation, in both cases you will send informal letter. Apologizing for something. If someone asks you for something or to do something for him or attend an occasion, also we can say that you can use the informal letter to say sorry, I can't do that. Now we will talk about the parts of the informal letter. Of course, when you wanted to write informal letter, you write the date and whatever the address. In your exam, no need to write all of them. The first thing that you have to write is the salutation. تحية يعني, okay? So you can use the word dear. And it's the most common word that is used. And then you write something here. And after that, we have the comma. The comma is very important thing. Comma is very important. Don't forget it. And this space, you should write the name of the person you will send the letter to. Dear father, dear mother, dear Ali, dear Salma, whatever. Okay? And instead of dear, you can use hi and the name also. I mean the first name of the person, or hello and the first name of the person also. Okay? The second part of the letter is the main body. As I told you before, we have to concentrate on the parts of the writing. Okay? The main body consists of three parts. The first part is the introduction. The introduction, how to start your letter after the salutation. The second one is the content, okay, and I will discuss it later. And the third part is the concluding or conclusion or the end of your letter, okay. We will start with the introduction. How can I start my introduction or my lesson or my letter? You should ask about the person's health. You can say, how are you? I hope you're fine. I hope that everything is going well with you. How is your lovely family? I miss you all. I'm really glad to know, and you can say the things that you know, or I'm really shocked to hear the sad news of, and say the news. You can start with some of them or any other things you want. And regarding to replying a letter, you can say, thank you for your letter. I'm fine here. I'm glad to know that you are, sorry for the spelling, E here should be E, are fine too. Okay? To know that you are fine too. Sorry for the late reply. I'm glad to hear that you are doing well. I'm sorry to hear that bad news. Okay? The content, the purpose of the letter, the details, the body. Okay? Why you are sending this letter. Stating the purpose. The reason I'm writing this letter is to tell you about. I'm writing this letter to let you know about. Okay? You can use one of these sentences to start your letter. And at the end, or the last part, is the conclusion, الخاتمة, okay? How to end your letter. Closing remarks. Like what? Please tell my regards to your lovely family. Or, I hope you will consider my advice or suggestions. Take care. I hope you will reply to me soon. Bye for now. I'm looking forward to hearing from you soon. That's all for now. Bye. Or any other things that you want to say. After you write these concluding marks, you should write in a separate line yours or your friend or best wishes or see you soon. And then you have to write the sender's name, the name that is mentioned in your exam. Be careful. In your exam, it will be written, imagine that your name is, so this is the name that should be written in this place, not your friend's name. Your friend's name is at the beginning of the letter. Here, the name that, imagine that your name is Nasir or Nasra. So here you have to write Nasir or Nasra. Imagine that your name is Salim or Salma. So here you have to write Salim or Salma. It's your name, in your exam. Okay? I hope you get a benefit from this short lesson. Okay? See you soon in some practice. Inshallah, I will do some practice with you next time, inshallah. Good luck.